Hi guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Ooh, a bit wise, aren't we? On today's video then, I thought we would get into the spirit of Christmas because it's time to put my tree up. When I say tree, I actually do three. So I'm gonna do a couple of them with you today in this video. And let's get into the Christmas spirit. Yes, this is one of just several Christmas videos that I've got planned, so if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button and join me for the run up to Christmas.
So first things first, I like to get a candle lit, get some Christmas music on, so the house is smelling beautiful and there's a lovely Christmas music in the background. Get the treats out, anything Christmassy. These little festive friends, perfect for just snacking on while you're doing the tree. And of course, we've got to have the mulled wine to help us decorate. These glasses I thought were really cute. We got those from One Below, and the plates there were from B&M that you might have seen in one of my haul videos before. I quite like mulled wine. I mean, it's one of those things I would only have at Christmas, not generally all year round. But I just think it sets the whole scene. If you have a few snacks, a few drinks, and the music on in the background. So I've got my niece helping me set up the tree. She's been doing it for the last few years with me. It kind of happened that her granddad died and she always helped him put his tree up. And so I said that we'd start a new tradition and she could help me put mine up. It was a year after I'd separated from my husband, so it just kind of fell into place that we'd start a new tradition. So once the tree's up, we like to get all the branches spread out, make it look full. This tree I think was from Amazon. I can't remember how much I paid for it. I got this one a couple of years ago. It wasn't too expensive actually. I think it's about a 6-foot tree. Ella's quite a perfectionist, as you can see, when it comes to getting the tree right. She spent quite a lot of time making sure all the branches were in just the right place before we could put the lights on. And why do lights always come out of the loft in a huge tangle like that? You never put them away like that, but they always come out in a knot. So once we'd untangled the lights, time to get those on. And we had to make sure that they reached the plug, which they didn't. Then we realised that the tree wasn't quite central, so we moved the tree into the centre there, and then they reached the plug quite easily. So I got these lights at the same time as the tree, and I think they're just the right amount to go around it. I like to wrap them around the tree so it's all quite equal. Obviously when there's two of you it makes it easier so you can pass it round. I remember when I was a kid, when we got the lights out the following year, they never worked. And it always seemed to be on a Sunday, and in those days shops were closed. And so my dad would have to get his soldering iron out and try and mend the lights. And when you think how cheaply you can get them now, and when you're a kid, you're so excited, you just want to get the decorations on, don't you? And every year the lights wouldn't work. We'd even get them out a few weeks before and test them to make sure they worked, and they would work. But then when we got them out again, nothing. So yeah, Dad would sit there with his soldering iron to get the lights working. In those days, we used to get a real tree as well. I remember being as a kid, we used to go to a place in Mansfield in Nottinghamshire called Thieves Wood. And I felt like it was really magical going on this little trip to Mansfield and going around this forest to find all these beautiful Christmas trees in the middle. And I would spend absolutely ages picking the right tree. It had to be symmetrical, it had to be full. So yeah, I'd be there freezing, my hands would be so cold. I had gloves on that were covered in sap. But it was part of the magic, I think, wasn't it? We then started getting a tree close to home. A pub called Griffin's Head started selling them at Papplewick, which was near where my mum and dad lived. I like to thicken the tree out with these branches. I got these from the range last year. I just think they add a little bit more sparkle when it's an artificial tree. it just adds that little bit more to it, I think. I would like to have a real tree again. You can't beat the smell of a real tree, can you? But I remember by Christmas Day, the floor, all the presents would be covered in the needles. By the time we took it outside at the end of Christmas, they were just falling everywhere. My mum used to put paper down to try and catch them all, but they'd be like stuck in the carpet, so you'd be picking them out for ages. And I'd go and have a bath, and the bath would be full of these pine needles that basically got into your clothes, into your hair. So once I've added those silver twigs, next thing I do is add some white feather boas. Now, I prefer these to tinsel because I think it just makes it that little bit more snowy, almost like softer, I think. To me, tinsel is very sort of 70s, so I just think these look really nice. I got these from the pound shop. If ever you want to look for some, they're actually in the wedding section. But it's an idea that I saw somebody else doing on YouTube a couple of years ago. That's where I got the inspiration from. So pop those on. You can get them on eBay as well, but they tend to be a little bit more expensive. The ones from pound shop do the job, but they do sell out quite regularly because I think a lot of people have copied this trend now. But they do look really, really nice. They go everywhere when you're putting them on. But yeah, I think it just looks really, really snowy and festive. I love trimming the tree. Ella's just like me when it comes to that. I mean, she's a lot like me when it comes to a lot of the things. She's a girly girl. Although actually she can be a bit of a tomboy. She's more sporty than I ever was. But in terms of girly things and tree decorating, yeah, we both love it. I've always enjoyed trimming the tree though, even when I was little. I've often imagined what it would be like to trim the trees at places like Selfridges or Harrods. They're so pretty. I put these snow garlands coming down from the top as well, so it just looks like almost snowfall running down. This pink netting, now I got this idea from Brookfield's Garden Centre last year. They'd got it on one of their trees, but I actually bought the netting from eBay. Again, it's just a little bit different to having tinsel on the tree, and I just think it adds that kind of girly fairy tale touch to it as well, just having something a little bit different. And what's more girly than pink? To me, this tree really is sort of a girly fairy tale tree. It's not your traditional type, the way I decorate it. I have got another tree in the lounge that I have done more traditional, with sort of red and gold on. Yeah, this one is going to be more silvers, blush pink, pale gold colours. Again, this is another job that's easier with two of you. Just see my brother in the background there. We got one of those iPhone projector things and still not been able to get it to work. Seemed like a good idea at the time. So yeah, just straightening the garland from the top there. Twirling the pink netting as you go around, just to give it, well, just to make it a little bit more interesting really, rather than it just being flat. So you can see the idea there, the tree is starting to come together now. So Neptune's come to help. He's having a look what's going on. Time to start putting all the other little bits on now. Ella's putting on some butterflies there, they're just clip-on things. I like putting these flowers in as well. I just think they add a bit more depth and a bit more interest to the tree. These were from the range last year as well. Again, just makes it look really girly. The butterflies I think were from the range as well last year. I've got loads of different baubles from various places. Those are macaroons that I bought from a website last year. A lot of baubles are from B&M or Amazon. There's a couple from Primark as well. I did really go overboard last year and bought far too many baubles. That carriage there you can see is from a garden centre. I like to buy sort of one special bauble each year, just so it's something, you know, you can remember from that year. The one there with the feather in, that was from Winter Wonderland. That heart that we're just putting on there, that was from a website last year as well. Again, very girly. So macaroons going on. The flowers there, I've got two different colours if you notice. I've got pink and white. Lots of different size baubles. Obviously start with the bigger baubles at the bottom of the tree. There wasn't as much choice when we were young either. And obviously me and my brother at school used to make decorations. My mum's still got a toilet roll Santa from when I was in the infants. It must be the longest surviving toilet roll in the UK. But it still looks just as good. But we used to hang all sorts on the tree. There wasn't really any theme or anything like that. And there were old baubles and all mismatching. But it was part of being a kid, wasn't it? It was part of your family history. One year the tree fell down. And I was gutted because it broke some of my ornaments. I think my brother was secretly quite happy because I had put quite a lot on that had made it infant school. We were laughing the other day because when we used to get the real tree, my dad would bring it home, tie it up, obviously to put it in the car, but we'd get back, then we'd get it out and he'd put it outside, untie it, and he'd say, okay, it needs to stand for a bit now, just to open out. And we'd be like, but we want to decorate it. You were desperate to decorate it when you were a kid. No, it had to stand there for a bit, and then it had to go in a bucket of soil because you didn't have Christmas tree stands like you do now. So it had been a bucket of soil with bricks in to hold it in place. And after the year it fell down, I think my dad also wired it to the wall as well. So wrapped a bit of wire around it and then onto a hook on the wall so it didn't fall down again. So you can see the tree's getting fuller now then with the baubles. I do like a nice full decorated tree, and I don't like ones where it's quite sparse. I mean, that kind of goes against things that I like in other areas of my life. If you know, I do like sort of Scandi style. Theirs would be a little bit more minimalistic. But I just think with Christmas, everything has to be over the top for me. Everything has to be really grand and really, you know, full on. So we're even putting baubles around the back because I've got that many. I actually bought a third tree this year because I've got so many baubles. And I thought, you know what, I'm going to have one in my bedroom as well. So I'm going to show you that one in a moment when we've finished this one. Yeah, love Christmas music while the decorations are going on. As a kid, my parents had, you know, maybe 2 or 3 Christmas albums. They had Johnny Mathis, Jim Reeves, Elvis Presley. And to me, those 3 albums are Christmas. And they were vinyl and they were scratched. We played them for years and years. And I can still remember every jump in the record. We played it that often. But those old songs still the ones that really remind me of Christmas, I think. and all the old traditions of going to visit relatives to deliver presents and picking my great auntie up to come and stay with us over Christmas. Look who's made an appearance there. Oh, she loves him. Look at that. And you know what? He loves her. He loves my sister-in-law. And my brother, I don't know what it is about my brother, but he loves my brother. I get so excited to see him. And my brother's not really a dog person, so it's strange, but Neptune absolutely loves her. So we've nearly done with the baubles, look. We can't get many more on. I do miss Christmas as a kid, when you would go through the Argos catalogue. I even cut everything out once and stuck it on a bit of paper for my mum so she knew what to get me. And not having kids myself is one of the times that I think you miss having children. You know, that magic of seeing Santa and all the surprise and things like that, and kids being so excited about their presents, and a good old family Christmas dinner where everybody sits around a table. Yeah, it's a shame really, but I've got to be grateful for other things. We'll still have a lot of fun over Christmas. We generally take it in turns to go to each other's house in the family. So, like my mum will do Boxing Day, and we'll do sort of New Year's Eve, that kind of thing. We have a games night. So we do get to see each other all over Christmas as well. One thing that we always struggle with is getting the stars to stay upright on the top of the tree. They always seem a little bit top heavy. So this is where my sister-in-law comes in. She seems to have a knack of being able to put the star on, keep it straight. On this one, I think she wrapped a bit of the net round it, so it held it sort of firmly in place. So it's kind of almost getting to be a tradition now, I think, that she puts the star on. There we go. So the second tree then is in my bedroom. I bought this one this year, and it's one of those slim pencil trees, just to save space really, because there's not, it's not a tiny room, but there's not a lot of space for a massive tree either. This one's easy to put up as well. It just comes in 3 parts that you stick together and then sort of bush it out again really. I'm not going to go through all the details on this one with you, but I'll quickly show you what I put on this one. So I went for the same colour scheme really, except without the pinks on this one. So it's silvers and whites on it. Again, the baubles from, I think a lot of them are from B&M, some of them are from Amazon and eBay. And I've put like the pearl chain on this one again as well, because I think that's quite sort of girly and romantic. And the flowers again, just to fill it out. Now these flowers are actually from Wilko's, they're £1 each. And what I did was just put a bit of glue on them, shuffled them around in the bottom of the box that the baubles come from, and it gave them a coating of glitter, because it always falls off, doesn't it? And on the top of it, there's a crown. So I hope you've liked watching this video and sharing some of my Christmas memories with me, and I hope you like the trees. Do comment in the box below what you thought and what your Christmas memories are, and what sort of decorations you've got on your tree this year. Thank you so much for watching. I would love it if you would subscribe to my channel, and I've got lots more Christmassy content coming your way, and if there's any videos that you particularly like me to do let me know, and I will do my best to do those for you, and I'll see you in the next video. Take care.